We rolling? We rolling. What's up, everybody? Punchingbagskunks.com, where you get the best on boxing. Well, we got a lot to talk about today. Really, I'm just pissed off a little bit pissed off, just annoyed, aggravated, use any adjective you want, just a little annoyed of this jackass, Ramirez, you know, that jackass, that press conference it just left a bad taste in my mouth. But anyway, we're going to get into all of that a little bit later. Right now, I just want to say, if you enjoy hard hitting, oh, my knuckles are rusty. Ashley's up. All right, there. Ashley, let me keep them off camera. If my wife was here, she'd be saying, "What you doing on camera with them ashy knuckles? Put some lotion on." Anyway, where was I at? If you enjoy hard hitting, no nonsense boxing talk, hit the subscribe right there. See that there? Hit it right there. That's subscribe. Hit the subscribe. This is where you need to be. For real deal boxing talk. Look, man, I tell you, man, that Gervonta Davis, Rolando Romero, Raleigh, whatever his name is, press conference left a bad taste in my mouth. Because this dude, you know, aggravates me is that these kids don't get it. They just don't get it. I tell them, and they just don't get it. Look, you sit around trying to. Remember, I was telling you guys in my other video about how you don't just emulate somebody's style and think you're gonna be like the old guitar player analogy I used in my other video, where there've been thousands of guitar players, but after you practice other people's songs, but then after a while you start incorporating your own moves and stuff, and it becomes your style. Same thing with boxing. These kids are just taking the same thing they do with the music. They steal it and sample it. It seems to me that these kids are doing that with boxing. They're taking little tidbits out of the great fighters from the past, but they're just using it. Like Hector Camacho, great fighter, legendary. Just this guy Hector Camacho was he was in there with everybody. I mean, you can go down the list of the guys that Hector Camacho fought. Bill Duran, Oscar De La Hoya, Ray Leonard, Felix Trinidad, Julio Cesar Chavez, Greg Hogan, Vinny Paz, Edwin Rosario, Tony Baltazar, Cornelius Boza Edwards, Jose Luis Ramirez, just Greg Hogan. I mean, there's so many fighters for everybody, man. And this guy became an icon. You know what I mean? Of popular culture. In other words, he transcended boxing.
Well, over here I feel mighty happy. I don't got here to bad gossip. The way people were trying to paint me just because I'm successful. But I also realized and I learned that it all goes with the atmosphere of success. And all you gotta do is do this, ignore everything and come out here and just be yourself. This is me. I'm flashy, I'm colorful, I'm very charismatic. I'm always looking like I should look, like Macho Man.
Yet, in his prime, the irrepressible Camacho danced in the ring only 6 times in 2.5 years. He's committed now to making up for wasted time.
This is good for my punching power. It's doing justice for a body shot. And plus I put 10 pieces of Rosario hit right here. That's where my hook is gonna hit him. On the side of the hip. So then when I work on the body, no reason why I should be tired. Which normally I don't. But it's good because it makes my upper body look like a man. Not saying that I wasn't one before. It's macho time. It's macho time.
You know what I'm saying? And this what made him a special fighter, because he wasn't phony. It was who he was. So tying these two things in, this is why Ramirez really aggravated me, because they seem to think that he comes out there with this flashy big fur coat, jack coat, and he got that little cocky attitude, and it's like, it's not the same, man. It's not the same, because you trying to be a Hector Camacho, and look, trying to be Hector Camacho. Listen, Hector Camacho, people like Hector Camacho. You didn't come on TV being belligerent. And, I mean, did you see all the F-bombs this kid drops? I mean, there's F, like that. It's almost like when you go back to Muhammad Ali, all right? Like, people like Muhammad Ali, like, as a person. Fight a second as a person. People like Hector Camacho as a person, as a fighter second, and as a person. You know what I'm saying? That, like, when Ali said, Sonny Liston, the famous words he uttered against to Sonny Liston, any ugly heavyweight champion needs to be pretty like me. There's nothing really malicious in that. You know what I mean? When Hector Camacho said, "It's macho time," it didn't feel threatening, or it didn't feel like nasty or ugly. You know what I'm saying? But when Roly, whatever his daggone name is, I'll mess your name up, boy. You can't whoop me. I'll smack you. But anyway, he came out there. He's talking like just filthy. It was just ugly. To me, it's just ugly. It was like so ugly that it just didn't seem like it belonged in the honorable sport of boxing. And I know I'm getting a little guru-ish, but it just seemed like that don't fit. It didn't fit. You know what? If you guys didn't see it, I'm gonna play the audio for you, right? Because you gotta hear this. It's just totally ridiculous. And F-bomb this, F-bomb that, F-bomb. It's not boxing, jackass. I don't know what that is. TMZ, that's somewhere, but it ain't boxing. There's no place for that in boxing. I can't believe the organizers didn't stop this nonsense. But anyway, listen to how this kid sounds.
Vegas, coming to make a statement. Rolando Romero.
Roly, jackass.
Man, I just want to say I'm excited to be here on Showtime, you know what I mean? I might be, honestly, the youngest, well, I mean, as far as, like, record-wise, like, as far as, like, all the YouTubers and stuff, with the exception of them, I might be the pay-per-view fighter with the least amount of fights, you know?
There we go. This is our future, boxing!
You're gonna see Sam Brown knock this dwarf the fuck out.
There we go.
That's how it is.
1.
You hear that? I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
2.
Flatline. You know how it is. You damn fucking scared? What the fuck am I scared of? You a man. You a stupid fucking dwarf, man.
Right.
I'm telling you, man. I can't even mess with your fucking head.
6.
I can't even mess with your fucking head. It's so fucking big. Like
7, 8.
fucking big. Your fucking little T-Rex arms, man. My dick's longer than your fucking arms.
I'm gonna call that 10.
Yeah. I'm gonna knock this chump the fuck out.
11.
Like that.
Gervonta,
Just
take
nothing.
Davis.
Now we can turn off now. But you see what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. And, back in the day, fighters had. It's something else. I can't like honor and respect. It was just something. Today's game is something missing. It's just something missing in these kids. You know what I mean? What I got to tell you, Rolly, is shut the hell up. You're not even good. Listen. I watched this. I had to see it. I had to see what's the deal, big deal about this kid. And I watched his clips, and it's just like I always say. These guys are saying good fighters are great fighters. They're saying good fighters are great fighters. They're saying normal, regular, average fighters are great. Like the parameters are all screwed up now. So kids like this with 10 fights, 15 fights, whatever you got. 14 fights. They're not even good. I mean, you know what I mean? I watched them, and anyone from my era, I know you feel me, brothers. I know you feel me. I would have loved to fight that kid. I would have picked him apart. I mean, you running in with your head. He looked at like a poor man's Sean Porter. That's what he reminds me of. A poor man's Sean Porter. Now you know how Sean Porter, rough guy, he's a rough dude, but Sean Porter knows how to fight. His boxing IQ is like, this kid is like a knockoff or something of Sean Porter. He runs in with his face straight up like that. I guess because he thinks he got a little bit of punch. I don't agree that he's a great puncher either. To be honest with you, you can knock out anyone 14 times if they just they suck. But I'm saying, you know what I mean. But I don't think. But he takes a big punch. And he runs in with his head up in the air, face first. I would have loved to fight guys like that. I'd eat the jab. I killed him with my jab. I wouldn't even use no other punch but the jab. Every time he goes rushing, bam, stop with the jab, stop with the jab. As soon as I stop him enough with the jab, where he's got that little pause after the stop, that's where I would have killed him with the right hand. Listen, I'm telling you, people that know boxing know what I'm talking about. I used to like to call it tame him with the jab. Let him come. Let him come. Pop. As soon as he's going to pop. And then as you hit him, bop, 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 he's going to end up giving you that little bit of pause after the punch, and that's what I'm looking for. Boom, bam, drop my right hand, he'd be done. Up here talking all that jerk, like you're trying to act like Hector Camacho. Man, that aggravated me, man. Hector was a great, legendary fighter. And he wasn't made by just flash and listen, Hector Camacho never got stopped by anybody. He been in there. I ran up the list of fighters he's been in there with. Punches, devastating guys like Felix Trinidad, Julio Cesar Chavez. Like them vicious punches, never been stopped. You know what I mean? So I hate when these kids come and just like kind of bite pieces of Hector Camacho and then think that you think Rolly, because you put on a fur coat that you're Hector Camacho, you idiot. What is wrong with you kids today? It's just ridiculous. You got kids. 6, 7 fights, they acting like they done did so. They ain't did nothing. I'ma say it again. You ain't did nothing. 5 fights, you ain't did nothing. Nothing. You know what I mean? Got local kids doing the same thing. I'm not gonna brag them because it gotta take me a whole hour. But I'm saying, just pump the brakes, you little punks. You ain't did nothing. You ain't ranked. You ain't fought nobody ranked. You ain't, what? Because you knocked out 5 guys that they got, they needed $400, bad enough that they came to the town to get knocked out. You know what I mean? Like $400 or $500 opponents, and now you knock a couple of them out, and you're trying to claim that you're something after you punch in your amateur career that you can even fall back on that. So I can see if you was a 2-time national champion or even went to the nationals. Some of you guys never even been to a national tournament. Now you turn pro and someone gives you a little $10,000 signing bonus, and now you run around the hood like you're a ghetto superstar, and you ain't nothing. Jackass, kids make me sick. And this is the byproduct of that bullcrap that I just said. This is the byproduct right there. Riley, who think he's something when he ain't nothing. He stinks. Can't fight. Wide punches all over the place. Running with his face first. I would annihilate that kid. And I know everybody from my age bracket that came up through the tournaments, the Silvermans, the Golden Gloves, Junior Olympics, going to pay their dues, all these tournaments, all that stuff. I know they know exactly what I'm talking about. This kid will get a knife fighting his jab. Tank is gonna destroy this kid. And listen, I'm not saying he don't got no amateur record. I didn't fact check. What I was telling you guys, I didn't fact check. I just guessed. Whoever don't like it, screw you. I don't care. What I'm saying is that this kid's a jackass. Never mind that he can't fight. Listen, we had guys that wasn't that skilled. Look at, if you look at even guys like Mayorga, you know what I mean? Who's the flat, he's always going, hey, you gay, whatever. You know how he does. He's calling everybody gay, by the way, Mayorga. But I'm saying, but it didn't feel like this guy. Even when he grabbed Shane Mosley's wife's buttocks. It was bad to do that. I'm just saying, but so I'm not condoning sexual assault, you jackasses who want to come out and say dumb stuff like that. I'm just saying, it didn't feel like that. That felt ugly to me. F this. You know, there's no place in box for that. When you got guys that are flamboyant and wild, and these guys like Mayorga, guys like, I don't know, some of you guys remember a guy named Jorge Paez, who was kind of flashy too. Even Ali. Listen, like I said earlier, when Ali boasted and bragged, there's something good there. You know what I mean? There was something good there. When Ali talked this and that, I'll knock you out before the lights turn off. I'll be done. You know what I mean? With all that stuff, all that talk, there still was something good there. You could sense that he was a good person. Same thing with Hector Camacho. For all his troubles, with the law, for all his troubles with the boxing governing body, for all that stuff, you knew there was something good there. You understand? There was something good there. He's a good soul. You know what I'm saying? I know it's getting we're going a little deep here. But just, you know what I mean? I'm serious. Because I think somewhere down the line, we have lost that in the boxing game. It's been lost. And I think it started from who I always crying about with that shoulder road. It started with Floyd. I think it did. I think all that nastiness started with Floyd. Some guys will go to a press conference and they'll knock you out, whatever, but it didn't feel ugly. That felt ugly to me. I don't like that in boxing. I don't know about you, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. If you gotta go to these lengths to sell a fight, alright? If you gotta go to these lengths of the ugliness to sell a fight, then you know what? You know what I mean? Maybe we need to find another blueprint. There needs to be another blueprint. Because these kids are coming up just nasty. That was in there and can't fight worth a lick. Can't fight worth a lick. Anybody with a good jab is boxing ears off. Gonna run in with them rushes like he's playing football. Yeah, boxing ain't football, boy. Jackass. You wonder why I'm always thinking about the new school guy, new school kid. Hey, now these guys talk that tough. Let me calm down, because we'll be cussing out. But my point is, most of these young boys talking that yin yang, bop boom bop stuff, like that, you know, tough guy stuff, and then they get in the ring and it's about that fencing. Safety first, running, fencing nonsense. Ain't nobody coming bring the fight. Well, you know my guys. Listen, let me just add this before these jackass Rolando Romero fanboys, trolls come into my comments. Like, everyone knows. See that glove up there? That's autographed by my favorite fighter, Gervonta Davis. But listen, I'm objective. This, even if he wasn't fighting Tank, I'd be saying the same thing. This ain't about Tank. You know what I mean? This ain't about Tank. This is about you, Roly-Poly Ramirez, or Romero, whatever your damn name is. You know what I mean? I mispronounced your name. What? Damn punk. I'm the guy up there talking junk like they something. And you guys talking street like you're really street. You sit him up there the ACI somewhere. Until they get there, they check right in the PC. Protective custody for y'all that don't know. Some of them even start a fight, go to SEG, what they call SEG themselves, which do some little small infraction, you go to jail, so go to SEG, so they're out of population. Man, I'm telling you, you know what I mean, punks, you know, but you're talking all that tough guy stuff. Ain't gonna do nothing. Ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. Ain't gonna throw a rock in a glass house. You ain't tough. I would hate you alive. Punk. I didn't even know. Let me calm down. I didn't know. This really bothered me because this is why the smaller boxing. This is why these little punks. Look, my channel, old school. You know what I mean? My demographic is old school, older, experts, trainers, people that know about boxing, not little schoolgirls and little punks that hang at the mall. Hey, I like boxing. I'm gonna buy me some gloves on Amazon. And not that. That's not my demographic. Because I see the slipping of boxing culture. I see the slipping of boxing, just honor. And, you know what I mean? It's all. I can't put my finger on it, but I'm gonna put it together. When I put it together, I'm gonna blast you with a video. When I really figure, I know where it's coming from. It's coming from money. That's where it's coming from. When the emphasis became money. Now you don't have to put your time in. You don't have to be a good fighter. You don't even have to be a good fighter. But if you sell tickets and you're a celebrity or you got a million Twitter followers, then you know what? We can inject you, leapfrog everybody else right into the boxing game. Okay? That's what's going on. It's money. And then now, did you guys hear? Let me hit you with this one. Did you guys hear that Mike Tyson is getting ready to fight one of the Paul brothers? Yeah. There you go. See where boxing is going? Who likes this game now? Boxing is whacked. It's whacked. I think I'm gonna name this video "Boxing is whacked" because it's gotta be whacked for people not to just get disgusted with that junk that this kid was saying. I couldn't believe it when I heard it.
Get a pay-per-view fight with the least amount of fights, you know. But I mean, you guys gonna see the semi final. I'm gonna knock this dwarf the fuck out. That's how it is. You hear that? I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. Flatline. You know how it is.
It ain't even funny.
You damn fucking scared. What the fuck am I scared of? You live, man. You a stupid fucking dwarf, man. I can't even mess with your fucking head.
This is shut it off. I'm just gonna get madder and madder. Anyway, alright, yo, that's it. That's the video today. Listen, guys, if you want real deal boxing talk, go come to Punchingbagskunks YouTube channel. We be putting out these, pushing these videos out on the regular. Also, go check out Punchingbagskunk.com. You got a bunch of nice stories written by you know who me. We're gonna have some exciting things going on the website in the very near future. Anyway, everybody, peace out, alright?
Alright, we got the true champ here, Gregory. You know, Big Gregory. Undisputed champ.
Oh, my man right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Right there.
Right there. Big Gregory, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
Can't mess with him, man.
My dog right there. You know that's
Alright, you know what I'm saying? Garris, whatever, it ain't Gregory though. The real champ out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm J1, alright? Andre Watson, 1983, telling you the real champ right here.
That's my family right there,
Hey, this ain't no three-piece suit either. We cordialated.
Yeah.
We cordialated, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
We cordialated, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is nice right here.